Right. So this next segment is gonna be a pre-recorded. I was trying to do this on stream, but it was laggy, like overly laggy, right? And this is what we're gonna be dealing with right now. Chat. This is insane, right? So I didn't pick news from the left or the right. As I go on the second channel, it's a little bit different from the usual content, but that's why it's gonna go on the second channel, more like just freestyle type videos, man. Make sure y'all check out the main channel. Make sure y'all sub to the second channel, which is this one that I'm gonna be posting it on. Make sure y'all just check this entire thing out. I am not a political, streamer, YouTuber, content creator, whatever the flip, but this is interesting, and this is something I feel like I couldn't avoid because I've been following the story a little bit, and because it's something I'm just checking out in the background, I'm already curious. I'm just gonna give my 2 cents, bro. First things first, bro. Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, Bill Clinton. This is which Clinton was this is Hillary's husband, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think this is Hillary's husband. Don't quote me on that. Hold on, let me search up Bill Clinton right now. Let me search up Bill. Oh, Billy Balltits wife. Yeah, it's Hillary's. It's Hillary's husband, the Trumpster himself, right? The president of the United States, Elon. Steve. I don't know who the fuck most of these niggas are, right? Okay. One thing I'm gonna say about this whole thing is, right. One thing I realized about the United States and these higher circles of influence is a lot of these brews, they try to get themselves in situations where it's like, okay, if we want to work with you, you gotta give us leverage over you type of thing. They kind of want to own you before they work with you. If they can't own you before they work with you, then it's a thing of they can't even trust you. I think that's why a lot of them go to the island, and because of the heinous acts that are committed in the island, it's kind of assumed that you are involved and not necessarily like you could have just been there, been on the yacht, been in the private villa, chilling, whatever, not sacrificing people in GTA 5, of course, allegedly. But everyone's gonna assume that you did that because you were on the spot, you were in the island, you were at the scene of the crimes. So because you're at the scene of the crimes, it's just as good as you doing it, type of thing. Almost feels like that, or at least that's how the public's gonna take it, type of thing, right? When I'm seeing this, I'm seeing all of these names, all of these people going there. I know that like high-ranking members of society, they like the degenerate parties. They like these things because they can't really be seen doing these things in the public eye. Like you can't see Elon Musk at a Miami nightclub and it's just normal. That's not gonna happen. That's just gonna be weird because everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's Elon Musk. Oh, Elon, Elon, help! Like it's just gonna be weird. No, Donald Trump can't just pull up to a club. You get me? Like, brews just can't pull up to regular clubs. They have to kind of do this thing where they go to these private villas, private parties for rich people, private islands, and things like that, things of that nature, right? They kind of have to resort to doing things like that because the public and the normies, the peasants, are not for them. So you see these people all being implicated in these heinous things. Stephen Tish, I don't know who Tish is, bruv. Apparently, who's that other guy? Who's this nigga? Stephen Hawking, the nigga on the wheelchair. Yes, apparently he's on the list too. The fuck was that nigga doing there? I'm not gonna lie, like realistically, right? If you're Stephen Hawking, right? What? Why are you there? Well, like, what are you gonna do there? Honestly speaking, I gotta check something out real quick before I keep going Stephen Hawking. Was who's this guy? Pusher T. Pusher T. Pusher T was a Pusher T. Pusher T. Apparently Pusher T in GTA 5 was there as well. But he gave us Daytona. Listen, unless you one of those high ranking people in the music industry, like a certain guy who named his company after a certain multi billionaire, damn near trillionaire, the an old American guy who died long time ago, right? His family is still super powerful, has lots of influence. Unless you're a guy that owns a company that is named after that family, right? You know where I'm getting with this. I don't see why you should be there. I thought it was a very closed money club or a very high status celebrity money club. These cabals, I believe the rumors of people doing sacrifices and child things in these places because of course, because now look at what they had to do to the boy Epstein. You know what I'm saying, when he got in trouble. Look what they had to do to him because that was not a mistake, that was not a coincidence. This guy, his job was just to keep the secrets. His job was just to make the secrets happen, keep the secrets, and the powers that be just hold on to copies of it. Look at what happened with Diddy. As soon as Diddy got in trouble, they released a video of him chasing Cassie down the hallway. You know what I'm saying? Someone has every single recording somewhere. Someone has every single recording somewhere in GTA 5, of course, right? This doesn't happen in real life, so it happens in GTA, right? Someone has the recording somewhere. So with all of these guys, if they want to climb the ladder or if they want to get to a certain status, they have to go to these places where the people who are actually powerful gonna allow you to do certain things if they have leverage over you, so they can control you. They want the control. They want your soul. That's what they want. That's why they invite you over to these islands and they record you chowing kids and other things like that in GTA 5. They want to see you doing the crazy shit. You drink whatever you drink there, probably blood. You do whatever you do there. You eat whatever you eat there. Perform whatever rituals you perform there. Some Freemason shit in GTA 5. And they record you doing it. And now that they know that they have the recording, they feel like they can trust you. And you feel like, okay, so long as I don't step out of line in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, they're never gonna release it. So I'm fine. I'm gonna be rich for life. I'm gonna be president. I'm gonna be secretary general, DOJ, what the. It doesn't matter. You're gonna get high in the ladder if they do this to you. Pusha T was there. He didn't get to the top of UMG or whatever other labels out there, right? So I don't know what sacrifice he made to get where. It's weird. Like, I always think it's a give and take. If I go there and I sacrifice, I get something from you, right? Usually it's money and power or money and like status of some sort, whatever. You can't go there and come back the same guy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he kind of didn't do no weird shit because he came back as the same fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? He still has to make music. He's not a billionaire. I didn't see Drake on this list, which is surprising because he's like the A-list of A-listers. I didn't see Kendrick, A-list of A-listers. I didn't see J. Cole. I didn't see there's certain high profile rappers I didn't see here. Maybe you gotta wait for the rest of it to come out, but it's just food for thought that can't be bought but only taught, right? You gotta think about these things, man. I will continue to follow the story because I think it's interesting to me and I really want to get to the bottom of it. And these people really do not want to release the files on anything, bro. It's just some commentary I throw onto it, man. Just some random shit. You know how it is in the second channel.